that they've been unselfish, and guys pass up shots to throw to other guys for better shots, and because of that, we have different guys that used to scoring every game, and we have different guys stepping up in different games.
Okay, I got a drink. Thanks.
Well, and one thing that sometimes is an issue, it's been an issue this year with young ball clubs, is rebounding. It's not the traditional Randolph-Macon dominate the boards kind of ball club yet.
No, we certainly aren't that. I don't know that we're capable of being that. We need to be just competent enough that we're getting shots back and getting buys on guys and getting rebounds out so we can get them so we can get them and go. But I don't think that I'd be foolish to think we're a great rebounding team. I think we're okay. It's something we certainly need to get better at as the year goes on here as we come down to the home stretch to get ready to compete in the tournament. That's an area we got to improve on, but it's certainly not something that we're just atrocious at either. It's one of those things where a lot of things we're pretty good at. I don't know if there's anything we're great at, but a lot of things we're pretty good at, and we're finding a way to survive and get some wins.
Well, let's talk about the ball game tonight. You play a Roanoke team that also has a lot of youth as well, and the team that's been close in many games but really hasn't gotten over the top. Talk a little bit about what you anticipate in the ball game tonight.
I think Roanoke's a quality team. I think, like everyone, they're very dangerous. Certainly look at Quasi Amponsa. I think I'm saying the name wrong, but he's as good a guard as there is in the league. He can shoot the three, he can get in the lane, he's athletic, he can finish at the rim. He's tough defensively because he can cover a lot of ground. Logan Singleton at the 5 and sometimes the 4 presents a lot of trouble because he's long, he can post, and he steps out. He's probably the best three-point shooter I have, and certainly taking the most shots. And there's some other guys around him that fill their roles nicely. So if you're not ready to go and you don't do a good job defensively and let them start making shots, you're going to be in trouble.
So what are the keys for the Yellow Jackets?
I think the first thing is getting back defensively in transition. We got to get back and make it a 5-on-5 game at our defensive end. We got to have great pressure on the ball, be disciplined, and we start jumping to the ball and being in gaps so we don't get back cut and screen. We got to do a great job in the post defense, making catch off their spots and take tough shots. And you said earlier, we got to block out and get the rebounds so that we're limiting them to one shot so we can get out and go and get on offense for ourselves. And there it's about us taking good shots. We got to make sure whether it's 8 seconds in or 28 seconds in that we're getting shots that we want, shots that guys can make. If we do that, we'll have a chance here at the end.
Well, always a pleasure visiting with you, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Nathan Davis, head coach of Randolph-Macon. We'll take this break and be back here listening to Roanoke College basketball on ESPN Radio.
What do you want to do tonight?
I'm hungry.
How about we play some billiards?
I wouldn't mind playing some shuffleboard.
Listen to some great live music, and I could really go for some boneless wings.
Let's go to Corn Beef and Company.
Looking for the perfect place to meet old friends or make new ones? Macon Corn Beef and Company, the perfect setting to eat, drink, and have fun. Enjoy the variety on the menu, from boneless wings and scrumptious sandwiches to delicious entrees and desserts. Corn Beef and Company, that's it. Corn Beef and Company across from Frankie Rollins on Jefferson Street in downtown Roanoke.
And welcome back. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin, back with you live here at the Bass Center as teams continue to warm up in preparation for the ball game tonight. And Jerry, let's talk about Roanoke. They've been in a lot of ball games this year, haven't been able to finish with the exception of Randolph. And what are your thoughts right now about how this team is growing? And it's a very young team in many ways.
Well, you know, you try to learn from those experiences and you try to take what you've learned in those games where you've come up short and maybe turn that into a win. And the thing that I commented to Paige is that he's done a great job as far as keeping this team together in spirit and in attitude. Sometimes when the losses start to tally up on one side of the board, I mean, it becomes very disheartening at times. But these kids are in here working in the weight room. They're working in practice. You know, they're trying to make each other better. And, you know, eventually that hard work is going to pay off. And, you know, it's just, you know, one of these nights when they get hot and are able to shut the other team down, you just never know when it might happen. But, you know, they're doing all the right things.
Well, and it helps to have a player like Quasi Amponsa who's really emerged this year.
And I think any good team has always got that one player that they can go to when they need a score and when they need somebody to put the ball in the basket. And Quasi has kind of hit his stride here late in the year. And he scored 30 one time up at Shenandoah earlier this year. He had 27 Saturday against Bridgewater. So he has the ability to put the ball in the hole. And he just needs to get some complimentary players around him to have a good night the same night that he's on.
And now that we have 11 teams in the ODAC, the format for the tournament is a bit different, and it's important for Roanoke to come up with some big wins down the stretch here. Right.
Well, the top, 6, 7, and 8 seeds play at home. Play at home in the first round, and the teams that are 9, 10, and 11 have to go on to the road. And Roanoke's only a game and a half back of being able to host one of those games. So they only have 3 of those 8 games left here in the Bass Center, and no better place to get a win against a quality team than here tonight. And they're going to have to try to find a couple wins on the road to be able to keep from having to, to make a road trip to get back here to Salem for the quarterfinals.
Well, and ironically, the Maroons have actually played better on the road in some respects. They've got gotten four of their 5 wins away from the Bass Center. The coaching staff is kind of trying to sort that out.
You think the rim is more kind here at home, but evidently and it's something about being on the road that you kind of pull together. But it's going to be a good crowd here tonight, and it's a good crowd here on Saturday, and hopefully that'll be the motivation that they need.
All right, let's go directly to our interview with Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer. And welcome back. I'm now joined by Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer. And Paige, tough ball game last time out against Bridgewater. It seems like there have been so many games this year. Your team has been in the ball game right up to the end, but a turnover here or a missed free throw there, and things just don't quite get over the top.
Well, you called it, and again, it was a disappointing loss. Again, 21 turnover against a team that doesn't really press you. And they play good defense, three-point line and in, but they don't come out and get you. So you're going to if you make 21 turnovers, you're going to have some unforced there, which we had. 6 for 13 from the foul line, which we didn't get a lot of free throws, but if you hit 10 out of 15 because 2 of those were front ends and 1-and-1s, then you have a chance to win the game. So disappointing, but we got to move on because every night in the ODAC is a new tough opponent and a new opportunity for us.
Well, you have one player who's been a real stud for you this year in Kwasi Amponsah. Had another outstanding ball game, 5 of 6 from downtown, 10 of 16 from the floor.
Yeah, he did it on both ends of the floor. He shot the ball extremely well and really led us the second half, had a tremendous second half. And for the most part, he's been a great second half player, and we're real proud of Kwasi. He's playing well and really shot the ball well and did everything for us that day.
Now, one of the things that was interesting against Bridgewater is we didn't see the 2-3 zone. Played almost exclusively against Randolph, but not against the Eagles. Talk a little bit about your defense.
Well, we played enough possessions, but they hit probably 5 threes. 5 of their 8 threes came against our 2-3 zone, and we felt our man was working very well. And again, I don't think defense was the problem that day. I think our defense and our man-to-man was very solid against them. We had them where we needed them offensively, but on the other end, we just turned the ball over a few too many times and didn't hit enough free throws, and that's what cost us. But I think our defense was solid, and I told the guys, we're not going to rely on the zone every day we go out because if you want to beat some good teams, you're going to have to play some man-to-man. They're going to hit some shots, they're going to get warmed up, and you're going to have to guard a man. And so we've been a decent man-to-man defensive team all year. That had been really the thing that's beaten us in so many games. I think our offense has been what struggled more than the defense. So I felt good about our man-to-man that day, and we'll see a mix tonight against Randolph Macon. We'll see what we're good with.
One of the things that's been a change for you over the course of the season, you've been tinkering with the lineup.
Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem. Mac and Bob's open for business.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com.
Two guards who were big parts of what they did. Calvin Krosky and Adam Desgain have been basically 3-year starters for them and 4-year players for them. They're both tremendous shooters. I mean, between them, they're hitting 6 threes a game, and they're really their leading scorers. But they have a wide variety of other kids. They recruited very well. Plus, they had some kids sitting behind Danny Jones and all the studs they had before, and they're very up tempo. They really push the ball more than they have in the past. They play the same good, tough man-to-man defense, and they've won a lot of buzzer beaters. They won 4 buzzer beater games. They had one of them that has a shot with 7 seconds to go. Guy gets it stripped on the shot, and Macon gets it past half court, one dribble, and knocks down a 30-footer to win it. They've won a couple like that, so they're playing with the confidence of a winning program, and that makes a difference for them.
So I imagine one of the keys for the Maroons is certainly going to be turnovers tonight.
Definitely. Our transition defense has got to be great. We cannot allow their bigs to run. I was able to see them against Randolph a couple of weeks ago in a game I scouted, and Randolph did a great job of making them play at their pace. And we want to push it up, but we want to be very patient offensively and very tough offensively and get our shots against their defense. And we want to make them play against our defense. We want to have 3 guys back when they're coming at us, so we make them run their half-court stuff against us and don't get any run-outs.
All right, well, wish you the best of luck.
Thanks. We'll see you after the game.
Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer will take this break and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on the Maroons Radio Network.
Hey, that's a great sweatshirt. I guess you're a big fan of Randolph.
Baseball at the Roanoke College Bookstore. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30 in the Collegiate Center on campus. The Roanoke College.
And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you as the starting lineups being introduced to the crowd, so we will do so for you as well. First of all, for the visitors from Ashland, Virginia, Randolph, Macon. Number 3, Marcus Badger at the point. 60 assists on the season for the 6-foot freshman from Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Leads the team in that category. Number 15 is Calvin Krosky, averaging 13 points per ball game. 6-foot senior from Manassas, Virginia. Number 21, Adam Desgain, has hit 47 threes on the season. He is a 6'4" senior from Richmond, Virginia. Andre Simon at one of the inside positions leads the team with 7 rebounds per game, wears number 23. He is a 6'5" sophomore from Newport News, Virginia. And finally, Lamar Jiggets, tying Krosky for high honors in points per game at 13, wears number 31, 6'5" junior from Fredericksburg, Virginia. And the head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Nathan Davis, in his 3rd season in charge of the program. And now for your Roanoke College Maroons with a record of 5-12, 1-7 in conference play. At the point guard position, number 4, Ethan Humphreys, 52 assists to pace the team, the 5'10" sophomore from James River High School up in Buchanan. Number 11 is Quasi Amponsa, 18 points per ball game, leads the team also in steals with 49, a 6-foot junior from Woodbridge, Virginia. Number 30, Daniel Eco, shooting 49% from the floor, 6'8" freshman from Richmond, Virginia. Logan Singleton, number 34, 7 rebounds per game to lead the ball club, also number 2 in scoring on the team at 16 points per ball game. Singleton is a 6'8" senior from Hidden Valley High School here in Roanoke. And finally, number 35, Jack Hamilton, second on the team in assists with 37, 6'4" sophomore from Arlington, Virginia. And Randolph-Macon in their road black with gold numerals, or I should say yellow numerals, I suppose, and white trim. Roanoke in their home whites with maroon numerals and black trim. And the ball is tossed in the air by Brian Wallace, our referee, assisted by Charles Trent and Jason Page.
We're starting in a man-to-man defense.
As the Jackets control the tip, moving left to right, Jiggets hands off. Ball squirts into backcourt. It's tracked down by Randolph-Macon's Krosky. And now it's Badger over to Jiggets, the lefty with the 15-footer, buries it right side. Little set shot.
Dribble penetration that time with the switch on the Roanoke College defense. Jiggets to get open, knock down the first 2.
Roanoke with Adam Kessler getting the start in the ball game instead of Hamilton. And Roanoke's Eco throws it away down inside. Going all the way, coast to coast. Finger roll is good, and that's Adam Desgain. And quickly Randolph-Macon is out to a 4-0 lead.
Just with a sloppy turnover the last time down the floor. Eco had Singleton open early, but the defense had dropped down and created the turnover.
And Ponsa, right side from 15, knocks it down. Smooth, smooth, smooth.
Macon again pushing the ball down the court.
And inside, flipping it up, no good. Missing the shot is Dylan Cole, number 44.
Good position that time, but shot contested a little bit.
Humphreys, left side, nearly loses the ball off the baseline. Picks up the dribble, goes into Eco in the block. Muscles his way to the basket. Cole blocks the shot, and it goes out of bounds off Jiggets.
Macon does such a good job, too, with the help defense. You know, that defender come down from the top, able to block that out.
Amponsa left baseline in the corner to Kessler. Kessler drives baseline, double team, bounce it into the middle of the paint for Singleton, a wide open jumper from 10 feet, and he rolls it home.
Kessler has got great footwork and just real smooth with the ball. Got a nice open opportunity for Logan Singleton.
Tied for 4. Left side, Desgain, out top it comes to Jiggets. Roanoke man-to-man. Now it's Krosky to the cutter Desgain. Eco switches over. Krosky lays it in off the glass. Or Desgain, check that. There was Desgain on the drive.
Just a nice execution that time and used his body a little bit against Tyler Echo.
Kessler trying to drive right, cut off. Out top it comes. Now Amponsa goes to the baseline, double team, loses the ball, picks it up, and throws it off one of the Jackets out of bounds. Maroons will keep it with 19 seconds on the shot clock. 17:38 to go in the first half, down by 2.
Good headsy play that time. Quasi really didn't have anywhere to go with it. His teammates weren't coming to his help either.
Right baseline, Humphreys to trigger. Singleton wants the lob. Instead they go to Imponsa on the right side. Pulls up from 15. Rainbow, nothing but the bottom of the net.
It's twice in this game that he's made just bookend type shots right there at the same spot.
And it's really tough pulling up to your strong side off the dribble, getting your balance on the shot. Jiggets will drive the middle, kick it out to Desgain in the corner for Badger, left side. Gets a ball screen, gets to the rim, no, kicks it out. Kroski, 3, right side, nothing but the bottom of the net for Kroski. He's got the first 3 of the ball game.
That ball started on the opposite side of the floor, but they knew where they wanted to get to, and dribble penetration leads to the 3-point shot.
9-6 as back cutting is Imponsa, misses the layup, draws the foul. Eco in the high post with the bounce pass to Imponsa, left side, cutting to the hole. Kroski gets the personal foul.
It was a good look that time. Eco just let the player clear and drop the pass. Quasi just not able to finish strong as he needed to.
76% free throw shooter. And he cans the first one. Junior out of Garfield High School. As Macon makes some substitutions. Cole comes out, so does Desgain. And coming on is number 2, Jamie Robinson, and number 23, Andre Simon. As coaches mixing their starting lineups up on us here tonight. And Imponsa gets them both, so Roanoke trails by 1, 3 minutes gone by in the game.
Imponsa has 6 of Roanoke's 8 points.
Kroski between the circles against Imponsa. Far side for Robinson. Gets a screen, gets to the foul line. Over to Jiggets, driving, sends it back out top. 16 to shoot. Left side, Robinson again trying to take Kessler off the dribble. Foul called as Kessler goes to the ground. Charles Trent with the whistle.
And what's very obvious early on, Rick, is the speed and the quickness of this team from Randolph-Macon. Just Roanoke's having a little bit of a difficult time defending in open space.
And they're getting rubbed off on some ball screens as well. Robinson, right wing, outside 3. Kessler has him, fights around the screen. Robinson to the foul line. Pull-up jumper would have been blocked. He gets it over to Kroski, who gives to Jiggets on the baseline. That shot's long. Rebound tipped, kept alive by Singleton into Eco's hands.
It was a great play there, Logan Singleton. It was going to be an offensive rebound, and he just tips it over to his teammate. Should get the assist on the rebound. I don't know if you can keep stats for that, Rick.
That would be a good stat to have. As Humphreys goes rolling to the ground. Singleton about to take a 3, and a foul's going to go against Jiggets, I believe. It's against Macon.
Ethan just got rolled that time.
Yep.
Defender trying to close out on Singleton. You know they've been coached up to defend and to guard that.
Trent Walker, number 22, in for Randolph-Macon. Eco comes out for Roanoke. Hamilton comes in. And also number 42, Akeem Holmes, on for the Jackets. They lob into Singleton right side. Jump hook no good. Rebound, batted around and controlled by who? Ethan Humphreys took it away as Simon brought it down. They go inside to Singleton. He can't handle the pass from Hamilton. It was too hard, and it goes out of bounds. So Roanoke with the turnover.
Singleton missed the bunny inside and kept it alive, and Ethan came out of it into the corner. Got it back into him, but a little bit too far out of his reach.
9-8, Randolph-Macon leads. 15:50 to go first half.
Kind of a 1-4 set here with Randolph-Macon. All the players down on the baseline.
Roanoke with 2 turnovers so far, none for Randolph-Macon. And Humphreys tries to draw the charge on the baseline. Imponsa helps out. They bounce it out to Kroski. Kroski drives right, kick it out top. And the lefty, Robinson, airballs a 3, goes out of bounds to Roanoke College.
They really don't call it, but a lot of players these days, Rick, has that little jump. They have a little jump after they catch the ball. It almost could be called for a walk, but you see it a lot more in today's basketball. That little step back or a jump to get themselves in rhythm.
Maroons right to left in the first half. Kessler between the rings, right side for Humphreys behind the arc. Walker all over him, get to Imponsa in the corner. And then Imponsa throws it into back court, and Hamilton will touch the ball. Over and back called against the Maroons. So Roanoke now with 3 turnovers in less than 5 minutes.
He was trying to bait, Jack Hamilton trying to bait the Randolph-Macon defender into touching the ball before he touched it. Rolled all the way to the other end of the floor.
Walker throws in to Desgain, drives left side, dipsy-do layup, good.
He has a knack of kind of getting the ball up in precarious type ways, Rick.
Desgain with 6, matching Emponsah for the Maroons for high scoring honors. Emponsah will drive to the left side. Pull-up jumper is blocked, gets it back, loses it, foul called as he goes up for the shot. I believe that's Walker. Oh no, Robinson, number 2, not 22.
Both teams shooting very well from the floor to start off. Randolph making 5 of 8, 63%. Randolph 3 of 6 at 50%.
Emponsah 2 for 2 from the line earlier. This one's going to be short. And Clay Lacey out of Cave Spring comes in. Zach Barrett from Hidden Valley and Julian Ramirez, freshman who's joined the team at mid-semester. Humphreys, Kessler, and Singleton take a seat. Second free throw up and spins in. So Emponsah 3 for 4 from the line, 7 points, 11-9, Roanoke trails. We've played just over 5 minutes.
Good defensive team in here for the Maroons. All these guys are scrappy on the ball.
Ramirez gambling on the steal pass to the wing. Doesn't come up with it.
Almost came up with it. Good job, Ramirez helping down in the post.
Desgain driving right baseline, gets caught in the air. Little runner is no good. Rebound, foul called against Desgain, I believe.
Just a little bit out of frustration that time. Thought he should have made the.
I thought he walked on that basket, on that shot.
It was close. He kind of got it up right prior to foot coming down.
Looked like he stepped and then jump stepped or hopped. We have a whistle, and I don't think the shot clock started when Roanoke put the ball in play, so they're going to have to make an adjustment here. Randolph Macon now with 4 team fouls, Roanoke with 1.
Down to 30 seconds.
Yeah, Jason Page over at the scorer's table, and we're set to go. Jason Page has been doing Roanoke games for several years now in lead official in this ball game, but still looks like he's 16 to me.
Got that Dick Clark look. Young for forever.
That's it. Lacey, right baseline, can't get around the defender, trapped in the corner by Simon and takes steps. Turnover number 4 for the Maroons. This has been the story all season for Roanoke College, not taking care of the basketball.
Fourth turnover for them, averaging close to 20 a game. Roanoke into a zone now, 2-3 zone.
Works so well against Randolph. Inside, up and in. Foul called against Roanoke, and making the basket is Simon. Good power move right at the basket, and they will give Hamilton the personal foul, his first. And we have a break in the action. Randolph-Macon has their largest lead at 4, 13-9, 13:55 first half, and Simon will be on the line for 1 when we come back right here on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College, timeless and true, smart and solid, practical and professional, making discoveries about yesterday, creating visions for tomorrow, lifted by a winning college spirit, forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College, classic for tomorrow.
And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel and Jerry Austin with you. And is that Paris Butler I see across the way?
I think Paris
wearing his scrubs.
I think he is in the building.
Former outstanding point guard for the Maroons on one of Roanoke's last NCAA teams back in the year 2000.
UVA shirt on.
Currently in residency, medical residency, having finished medical school. He and his brother Jared, of course, both played here. Great family.
Outstanding athletes.
And Randolph-Macon at the line, Simon, under 60% on the year. Roanoke puts Stefan Vulovic on the floor.
He's giving him some really good minutes as of late. I mean, kind of a spark plug, defensive, a lot of energy.
Free throw short. Rebound taken down by Lacey. Always a good rebounder. Clay Lacey controls the carom, and Roanoke moves on the attack. Barrett against Robinson, left side. Can't shake him. Picks up the dribble, needs help. Here comes Vulovic to Barrett, cutting to the basket, lays it up and in, left side. A little reverse action with his right hand. Give and go.
Some sticky defense that time. Roanoke executes to perfection.
Climbs to within 2. 13-11. Desgain looking to drive on Vulovic, can't do it. Now Walker, left corner, bounce it in to Simon. Double team, gets it back, fakes the shot. One dribble, give it to Simon, who cuts to the basket.
Came from out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Was going to reverse it from left to right. Stepped on the end line, very clearly out of bounds from our position, right in front of Charles Trent.
Just didn't have a chance to reestablish himself in the court of play.
Just the first turnover for Macon. Roanoke with a chance to tie with the 2 or take the lead with the 3.
And they're spread out. Looks like a 4 corners almost.
Hamilton between the circles, right side for Vulovic. Now on is Connor Sullivan, number 11 for Macon. He's got Vulovic. And ball is deflected, I believe, into back court. Roanoke will run back and collect it. 15 seconds to shoot as Ramirez comes into the offensive end. Ramirez gets a screen left, looks to drive, can't. Flip it across the way to Vulovic. Out top for Hamilton. Hamilton immediately covered up by Cole, loses the ball. Cole dives to collect it. Shot clock violation, and they'll keep playing. Macon had the ball. Quickly, fast break at the other end. Cole misses the layup. Lacey had the rebound. Simon took it away and stepped on the baseline in the same spot as just a moment ago.
Line unkind.
Break for the Maroons there as there was a 3-on-1 fast break.
And they took that down way low into the shot clock and not able to even get a shot the last time down.
Vulovic against Sullivan. Now over to Lacey. Has Simon draped all over him. Looks to drive. Strong right side. Put it up. Gets the foul called. And that may be 2. That'd be Simon's first. Check that.
Lacey's been very aggressive as of late. I mean, he's a spot-up shooter when he gets that open look in the corner, but the last few games he's been aggressively taking it to the basket, getting himself to the line.
69% on the season, 20 out of 29 for the Billy Hicks protege.
Right in front of his dad there.
And Clay wants to go into coaching when his playing days are over. Couldn't have had a better tutor than Billy Hicks. And he gets the second one also.
The college level page has turned out some coaches. And
a lot. Several of them in the coaching ranks as we speak. Barrett trying to cover up Desgain, gets a screen open for 3. That's long, and Barrett will have the long rebound. Ramirez looks to push. Making his back. Left corner Vulovic, going to drive baseline, double teamed. And Desgain steps in front and intercepts the pass to Ramirez across the lane. Walker all the way to the basket. Finger roll is good.
And somebody's going to stop that ball, Rick. Watched him come all the way from one end of the court to the other, and nobody stepped in to take it.
Roanoke had tied it at 13, now trails by 2. Vulovic loses the handle. Hamilton picks up the ball on the right side. Now Lacey in the right corner. Against Jiggets, goes to the basket, muscles it up, won't get it to go. Jiggets claims the rebound.
This team is really playing good, solid defense.
Desgain open right side for 3, off left. There's Lacey to yank down the board.
A little emphasis on that one. Slap
Hamilton running the floor at the other end. Strong move to the basket. He'll go to the line for 2 as he misses the layup. And Desgain or Cole, it will be Desgain. That's going to be his second personal foul. And let's see, Eco, Singleton, and Ponsaga going to come in for the Maroons, and we've got some Yellow Jackets at the scorer's table as well. Can't see their numbers. Hamilton to the free throw line. Swishes the first one. Jack this season only 42% from the stripe, but that one looked mighty good.
And Badger and Krosky back into the game for the Yellow Jackets.
Vulovic, Lacey come out for Roanoke, and Singleton's going to come in for Hamilton if he converts on this free throw.
They did a nice job, that group that was on the floor.
Yep, they did.
Really solid defense. Got some points.
Well, and as Coach Moyer said in the pregame interviews, defense has not been the problem this year. It's been taking care of the basketball and hitting shots. Jiggets driving left against Singleton, muscles it up off the window and scores.
He was playing against a taller player that time, just took a little bit off of it and pulled up from out.
Singleton right side has Jiggets in his shirt. Goes to Eco down low. Eco turns toward the basket, can't get it. Give it up to Imponsa in the corner. Double team, back to Eco. And has it taken away. Ball is ripped out of his hands by the point guard Badger, and he quickly runs the other end on a 2-on-2. Ramirez hustling back to deflect the ball out of bounds. Sullivan wanted the layup.
Cardinal sin is bring the ball down below your waist.
6 turnovers for Roanoke, just 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
That time, not taking good care of the ball.
And it's Krosky with the pull-up jumper off the dribble. Is short from 12 feet. Left side rebound run down by Eco. Roanoke has Barrett, Eco, Singleton, Imponsa, and Ramirez out there. The Yellow Jackets with Krosky, Sullivan, Cole, Jiggets, and Badger. Imponsa thinking about a 3, ducks underneath the defense and nails it from 18.
That's an excellent shot right there. I mean, he was a little off balance and ducked up underneath. Sometimes it's hard when you're out of your normal shooting rhythm.
It's tied at 17, under 10 to go in the half. Over to Badger, right corner for the 15-footer, and he puts it home.
He did such a good job, Rick, finding that open player. When help defense comes, they're very good about looking to open spots on the floor.
Inside to Eco. Eco puts it up with the left hand, too strong. Singleton can't tip the ball away from Cole.
Good play that time by Ramirez.
Badger. Cole cocks it and lets it fly from just beyond the foul line. Cocks it from behind his head and swishes it. Dylan Cole's on the board with a field goal, and Macon matches their largest lead at 4. Down low right for Singleton against Jiggets. Turnaround jumper off the heel. Rebound, Eco. Put it back up and can't get it to fall. And this time Cole is there to gobble up the rebound. Badger looking to run. Ramirez is back. Badger pulls up short on the 15-foot jumper. Jiggets runs down the rebound in the far corner. Drive to the middle. Kick it out top. Krosky open from downtown. And that is 2 air balls on 3-point attempts by Randolph-Macon, as Jordan Thacker will come in for Ramirez and Kessler will take Barrett's spot. 8:49 to go in the half, 21-17. Roanoke trails Randolph-Macon. Thacker in the backcourt. Brings it into the offensive end. Now Roanoke on the attack. Right to left. Singleton fakes the 3 against Jiggets. Pulls up off the dribble. Misses the 15-footer. Kessler with the offensive rebound on the opposite side.
So Randolph-Macon in a little bit of a zone right now. Roanoke needs to find their spot-up shooters.
Here goes Imponsa driving on Robinson. He gets fouled as he goes up for the jumper.
They're calling this one on Quasi.
They're going to say he pushed off with the off arm.
That's a tough call right there for the Maroons. 21-17, a low-scoring game here in the first half.
Well, and we talked at the top of the show about wanting to control the tempo here. Randolph-Macon, Page Moore did not want to get into a running game with these guys. And so far, you would have to say the tempo has favored Roanoke.
Very much so, and then Thacker. Good defense.
Nearly steals it from Badger. Now Jiggets gets around Hamilton, right baseline to the basket. Reverse layup, no good. And Singleton coming over to help, I believe, is going to get picked for the personal foul.
Hamilton, when he closed out, just didn't have good defensive position. Jiggets right around him.
Teach the kids to chop those feet. Just keep the guy in front of you.
Yeah, but in today's game, you're always worried about that 3-point shot.
And the southpaw misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Jiggets on the season, 65% free throw shooter. It's another difference from Randolph-Macon in the past. Usually outstanding free throw shooting teams. Not quite so much this year. Jiggets gets 1 of 2 as he makes the second one. He's got 5 and will take a seat. Simon returns. 22-17, largest lead of the ball game for Macon. 8:04 to go, first half. Roanoke has never led. Hamilton right side behind the arc, looking to drive on Simon, can't. Now it's Kessler on the right wing. Can't get around. Krosky needs help as he picked up the dribble. Throws it out top to Hamilton, nearly throws it away. 14 to shoot. Thacker lob inside for Singleton, and Krosky with the backside help knocks the ball away. It goes out of bounds.
And that's such a dangerous pass there, Rick. I mean, it has to be pinpoint. There's questions sometimes about some of the needles that they try to thread.
As Singleton was getting fronted in the post, they tried to throw over the top. 3 seconds. Kessler launches and misses from downtown as the clock expires. Holmes with the board. So here comes Macon with a chance to add to their lead. Holmes will take an 18-footer. That's short, but rolls in. So Akeem Holmes has a field goal. 8 players have scored for Randolph-Macon. They lead by 7. Amponsah driving left baseline, kicking it over to Hamilton. Fakes the jumper, pulls up on the move. Short on the baseline, and Singleton slams into Holmes to pick up his second quick foul.
15 foul.
Here comes Alex Wendt, number 42, one of the freshman post players for Roanoke College. 6'7", out of Salisbury, North Carolina. Humphreys comes in for Thacker. Coach Moyer planning to use a lot of players because of the depth and pace of this game. Depth of Randolph-Macon and the pace they want to play.
After starting 3 of 6, they're now down 5 of 15.
That would be 2 of 9.
2 of 9.
Robinson out there running things from the top against Kessler. Spins to the middle, double teamed. Hangs, shoots, misses, follows it up and in.
He's got to do a better job coming down with that rebound.
The 9th Macon player to score. It's now a 9-point lead, 26-17. Kessler right side, gets around his man, goes to the rack, lays it in, counted in the foul, and Walker will get the personal.
Walker was inside the semicircle.
That is the 7th team foul against Macon, so it's shots for Roanoke the rest of the way. Maroons with 5 team fouls.
Needed that basket in a worst kind of way.
Kessler's first field goal of the ball game. And a chance for the 3-point play. Pinball's out. Holmes, easy rebound there.
Sticking man-to-man defense.
Walker driving right side against Humphreys, cut off and double teamed. Out top it goes. Robinson misses the 3 from the wing right. Rebounds loose. Amponsah picks up the loose ball after Hamilton kept it alive. Quasi coast to coast, lays it home off the window right side.
Really nice play that time. Ball kept alive by Hamilton, and Quasi tracks it down, and he's fast from end to end.
Almost as fast with the ball as without the ball running. Walker between the circles. Now it's Krosky who's checked back in. Roanoke in the man-to-man defense. Robinson right side. We've got an offensive foul called on Simon for shoving Kessler right in front of the officials. And Simon has 2 personals.
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor, yep. With 5:48 remaining in the first half, Randolph-Macon leads Roanoke 26-21. Maroons with the basketball when we come back on ESPN Radio.
Mac & Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac & Bob's in Salem.
And welcome back. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you as Roanoke trails by 5 here with 5:48 to go in the first half. And 8 turnovers for Roanoke, 2 for Randolph-Macon.
So they've done a really nice job. Randolph-Macon taking care of the basketball and shot the ball extremely well. 12 of 24. Roanoke on a 4-0 run here to cut that 9-point lead down to 5. 26-21 with the ball after the offensive foul.
Maroons 16 to 8 in rebounds, leading in that category, including 5 offensive boards. Help them stay in this game. Humphreys drives left, kick it to Amponsah on the wing. Ducks underneath, throws it out front for Kessler. Ball's deflected, picked up by the Maroons. Nearly another turnover. Over to Humphreys, left side, and he throws it away. And Amponsah picks up his second personal foul, trying to stop Robinson from going down court. 5:24 to go in the first half. Let's see if Quasi has to come out. Yep.
That hurts Roanoke. It's their best scorer going to the bench.
Vulovic comes in. Walker outside the arc, top of the key, drives left side, scoops it up and scores. Got around Went after getting around Humphreys.
Just an easy basket that time.
Roanoke down by 7. Humphreys against Walker. Gets a screen up front, and Hamilton is going to be called for the offensive foul. That was clearly a blocking foul. He was not set to set the screen. Now Hamilton, Singleton, and Amponsah all have 2 personals for Roanoke.
Really not necessary. You think about where that foul occurred. I mean, it was not that heavy of pressure on the ball.
Here comes Lacey. Coach Moyer giving Hamilton an earful. Ball's in play already. Hamilton thought he was going to the bench. Coach Moyer pushes him back out on the floor. Walker out top. Went switches out. Nobody's underneath. Here goes Jiggets driving right side. Hamilton with an ugly hack on the arm. Simply a frustration play right there. His head is down. He's not a happy camper.
You make a mistake on one end and try to come back and make it up at the other.
Jiggets 1 for 2 from the line. Knocks in the first one.
Jack will go to the bench now.
He goes to have a seat. Lacey returns. Jiggets can match the largest lead of the game if he can convert this one. And he does. So it's now a 9-point bulge, 30-21. 4:45 to go before the intermission. Humphreys calling out the play. Singleton going to come back in with 2 fouls. Next dead ball. Vulovic needing help. Goes to Kessler right side against Sullivan. Driving the baseline, can't get free. Good defense. Out to Humphreys, left side for Lacey. Down low for Humphreys. Out to Kessler. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Kessler going to work on Sullivan one-on-one. Pull up for 3, way off the mark. And no Maroons underneath the basket. An easy rebound for the Yellow Jackets.
Good box out that time.
Evan Jackson, number 24, has just checked in. Jackson at the other end misses the runner off the glass. Rebound picked up by Vulovic. We break, 4 minutes left, and Humphreys. No, we have a timeout called by Coach Moore. Wants to get Eco in the ball game. 30-second timeout taken by the Maroons, so we will keep it here. This is a critical point right now, I'd imagine, for Roanoke, down by 9 with 4 minutes to go.
Right, you really like to try to keep it in a 9-point lead, in a game at this tempo might seem like a little bit much, but they've shown the ability to put runs of 4 and 6 on the board without a whole lot of difficulty, and I think they'd like to try to get this game a little bit closer going into the half. I mean, Page is trying to protect against the foul trouble and hampering one of his players with 3 fouls, but really they need some scores on the floor right now to pull back into this game.
Macon shooting 50% from the field, and that part of that's been that they've been able to get some transition baskets, but they've been able to get to the rim against Roanoke as well.
So Singleton stays on the bench.
Eco comes in instead. Eco, Lacey, Quasi out there with the 2 fouls. Humphreys and Vulovic. Got to believe that Coach Moyer believes he's got to get Quasi out there. He doesn't want to fall behind any further. Amponsah left baseline, double teamed. Comes out top to Vulovic, and he is banged by Sullivan at the foul line, so it'll be a 1-and-1. That is a 19th foul against Randolph Macon.
Roanoke can make some free throws here. I mean, that's a great way to climb back into the game.
Roanoke 6 for 13 against Bridgewater from the foul line. Tonight, much better, 7 for 9. Vulovic chose the stripe, shooting 77%, and he connects on the front end of the 1-and-1.
He's been real solid all year when he's had an opportunity to get into the game. We saw real early in the year just the spark that he brings, energy.
Roanoke Catholic high school product. Nails the second one, so he's got 2 points, and Roanoke cuts the lead to 7. Badger at the other end, and we've got an illegal screen on Jackson. Same call they made against Hamilton as they were trying to rub Humphreys off.
And that's the 3rd time they've called that tonight. They must have gone over that in the official pregame warm-up. Watch for the moving screen.
Humphreys will bring it in to the front court. Roanoke right to left in the first half. Give to Amponsah between the circles. He's got Robinson on him. Humphreys over on the left side behind the arc. Eco trying to post. Now Eco pops out to the high post. Vulovic drives baseline. Gives it over to Lacey on the right side. Looks to drive. And they're going to call Lacey with an offensive foul as he ducked the shoulder into Badger. It's kind of a late whistle.
Late whistle. I mean, that's a play on in most cases.
Lacey's first, team's 9th.
Offensive foul, no shots.
Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. See Gerald Holmes, your buddy across the way. A little unhappy with that play there.
Front and center.
Out front, Jiggets against Lacey. Crosses over, kicks it. Right side for Badger. Around Aponsa in the middle, he goes to Robinson. Robinson underneath for Cole. Reverse layup, left to right, and he scores.
Got the ball under control that time and didn't panic with it when that finished strong.
32-23, lead back to 9, 2:52 and counting first half. Humphreys high on the left side. Swing it, Amponsad, right side, pull up over the double team, short on the 13-footer, and Cole has an easy board. Badger pushing it down the other end. Cole now foul line. Goes in the corner for Robinson. Misses the jumper. Jiggets with the offensive board. Jump hook is no good off the window. Eco devours the rebound.
Down 9, 32-23. Need a score.
Vulovic driving baseline left. Double team. Throws it away. Another Roanoke turnover, number 12 in the half. And they lose it at the other end. Robinson has it picked away from behind by Amponsah, collected by Vulovic. Lacey down low right for Eco. Eco against Cole. Turnaround jumper. In and out. But he'll get a pair of free throws. Cole looking like, who, me? Picks up his first personal.
And just being unkind to the Maroons. That ball did everything but go in. Nice touch on the ball.
Eco at 71% on the season. And first one is good.
A real big, deep knee bend. And got nice rotation on the ball.
1:56 to play. Amponsah is going to come out. So is Humphreys. And they'll put in Barrett and Ramirez for Roanoke.
A lot of moving parts to that free throw, but he's been very effective this year.
Krosky back in for Randolph-Macon. Second free throw. See, you complimented him, and then it's long on the second one. Macon looking to run. Ramirez cuts off the ball between the circles. And that's Badger. Badger with a screen left. Now driving on Eco. Out it comes to Jiggets down to the right side. They try to find Robinson, who was flaring out behind the arc, and they thought, the Jiggets thought he was going to be cutting toward the basket. So the turnover, just the 5th turnover by Randolph-Macon.
But the last 2 times down the floor. Minute 40 to go here in the first half.
8-point game, 32-24. Roanoke has not led in this game. Lacey at the foul line, double team, give it up. Eco, right block, turns to the middle, puts it up, no good. And picks up a cheap foul. And it will be his first, and it will be free throws at the other end for Badger.
You just can't do that. I mean, it's bad enough when you miss the shot, but then very, very seldom do you knock it away from the defender after they've gotten the rebound, without something bad happening.
Freshman mistake there. Badger, 69% free throw shooter, gets a pair here. In and out on the first one. Marcus, not really much of a scorer for Randolph-Macon on the year.
Colby Shorter in from the Maroons. Last minute 22 of the half.
Second one is good. Just 3 points per game for Badger on average. Largest lead of the game at 9, 1:19 to go before the break. And Lacey loses the ball. Another Maroons turnover. Robinson with it going the other way. Badger gets a screen right. Gets away from Ramirez. Out it comes to Jiggis. Gets around Ramirez. Dumps it underneath for Cole. Misses the reverse layup. Gets another chance, and he gets fouled. Will go to the line for a pair. Sometimes Roanoke looking just kind of sluggish at times, Jerry.
Like that last time down the court. Clay just didn't anticipate the player coming up, but you got to feel those players on you a little bit. They got hands everywhere.
Cole pinballs out the first free throw.
Free throw line tonight. Randolph-Macon 4 of 8 now. helping the Maroons a little bit.
Cole, a 6'7" junior, just 56% from the line. 1 minute even before the halftime break. Second one on the way. No good. Jiggets with the offensive board over Lacey. Puts it back up and makes it.
And that there is just a tough one to swallow for the Maroons.
Maroons down 11. Barrett, left elbow, ducks underneath, flips it up and in, underhanded. Barrett now with 4. 35-26, got a 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Macon with 25 to shoot. Barrett, Robinson drives right side, gets around him, shot up and spins out and spins in. Wow, that went around at least twice.
21 seconds, Roanoke can hold for the last shot of the half.
Shorter, good three-point shooter with the ball right side, goes to the elbow to Lacey, gets it back and travels with the ball going to the basket with 9 ticks remaining.
They have a chance to take the last shot of the half, and they just go just a little bit too early, Rick. One of those things you learn over time. You want to go with about 9 seconds on the clock.
Desgain comes back on the floor with the 2 personal fouls for his 3-point shooting. So you got Krosky and Desgain, the 2 marksmen from outside, on the floor for the Macon Yellow Jackets. Badger will go to the middle, look to kick, trying to find someone. Now gets Robinson, 2-pointer, good at the buzzer. Foot was on the line. And Robinson now with 4 points. Macon goes to the locker room with a 13-point lead, largest of the game at 39-26. We're going to take this timeout, be back with halftime. You're listening to Roanoke College basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College, timeless and true, smart and solid, practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday, creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College, classic for tomorrow.
And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you. Ashley Scammerhorn back at the studio taking care of the production of tonight's ballgame. We appreciate all of her work, not only tonight but throughout the course of the season. She does a great job for us. Looking at the numbers from the first half, starting with the point totals, the individual numbers. Randolph Macon being paced by Lamar Jiggets, 3 for 5 shooting from the field, 3 of 4 from the line. Also a team-high 5 rebounds so far tonight. 6 points for Jamie Robinson off the bench, shooting 3 of 7. Also Adam Desgain, 3 of 6. They've done a good job on the 3-point shooting of Desgain, 0 for 2 so far this evening. Dylan Cole getting the start tonight, 2 of 5 from the floor, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 points for Trent Walker off the bench. Also, 3 each for Marcus Badger and Calvin Krosky. Krosky 1 for 2 from 3-point range. Marcus Badger, along with those 3 points, has 4 assists and 0 turnovers. Freshman point guard getting it done tonight.
Yeah, really nice job.
And let's see, we've got a field goal for Andre Simon and also Akeem Holmes off the bench for the total of 39. Foul trouble, 2 fouls on Simon, 2 fouls on Desgain, and that's it. Everybody else has 1 or fewer. For Roanoke College, as the Krispy Kreme eating contest has begun.
They each have a full dozen.
Man, that is some nasty looking stuff going on the floor. Those of you watching our video stream, I'm sure we'll be able to pick that up for you. At any rate, back to the ball game here. As for the Maroons, we look at the point totals. Quasi Amponsah leads the way, no surprise there. 4 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He has 11 points and 2 rebounds, although he does have 2 personal fouls. Then for the Maroons, you drop down to 4 points for Zach Barrett coming off the bench. And Adam Kessler has 1 field goal. Logan Singleton 1 for 4 shooting. He has 1 field goal. Only played 9 minutes in the first half, has a couple of fouls as well. 2 points for Clay Lacey, made a couple of free throws, has 4 rebounds for Roanoke College. Jack Hamilton with a couple of free throws. Hamilton with 3 personal fouls. And Adam, let's see, who else we have here? We've got Daniel Eco leading the Maroons in rebounding with 5 and has a free throw for 1 point. And I believe Stefan Vulovic has a couple of free throws also. And that gives you the total of 26, 39-26 the score. And for the Maroons, Lacey with a couple of fouls also. That gives you all the Maroons with foul problems. Amponsah with 2. So, go ahead.
Team numbers, Randolph-Macon goes 17 of 33 in the first half, shoots 51.5%. 1 for 6 from beyond the arcs. I mean, Roanoke did a nice job defending from out there. Randolph-Macon missed a few more than they normally would. They were 4 for 9 from the line, really didn't help themselves out in that cause. 15 total rebounds, 10 defensive, 5 on the offensive end. They have 7 assists to 5 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 7 steals. Just a really nice job in that part of the game. Roanoke, on the other hand, shoots 8 of 21 after starting the game, 3 of 6. They only make 5 of their last 15 shots. They're 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. They're 10 for 13 from the line. That's really where they've kept themselves in the game. But the number that really stands out to you, they've held their own on the boards. They have 18 total rebounds. But when you look at the assist to turnovers, they have 3 assists and 14 turnovers in the first half. Again, it's led to 12 more shots for the Randolph-Macon team. And, just make a certain percentage of that and you're going to be up in a game. They have no blocks and 1 steal. And really going to have to do a better job taking care of the ball in the second half to compete against this team from Randolph-Macon.
Macon with only 5 turnovers by comparison. They've taken care of the ball quite well, despite having a freshman point guard in Marcus Badger. All right, we're going to take this time out, send it back to the studios for these words and a Sports Center update. We'll be back with the start of the second half shortly. Randolph-Macon on top of Roanoke, 39-26 at the break. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on the Maroons Radio Network.
For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College Sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com. If you would like to sponsor this program or advertise on Valley Vision TV, call us at 540-397-1051 or email to sales@valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Hi, my name's Emily Crew, and I'm majoring in business administration with a concentration in accounting. I thought I was going to go to a big school, but when I came and visited the campus, I fell in love, and it seemed like Roanoke picked me. When I came to school, I knew I wanted to get involved. I knew I wanted to rush, but I didn't know which one I wanted yet. I saw the 5 new girls walking around campus. I knew they were a lot of fun, and they were extremely involved, and I knew I could fit in. Looking back, I couldn't be happier with my decision. I've been able to experience new leadership and service opportunities while making friends that will last a lifetime. FIME focuses on service and giving back. We participate in Salem Ambassadors, a group which works on projects to help our Salem neighbors. We also participate in Relay for Life each year as a sisterhood to raise money for cancer research. We spend the night together on the back quad, walking for the cause, participating in activities, and even playing on the inflatable obstacle courses. 1, 2, 3, go! Another fun activity for me at Roanoke is participating in the intramural games such as flag football and basketball. This year, my team went 6-2 in the flag football, and we went on to win the intramural flag football championship game for the girls. Also, there's so many fun things to do outdoors in the Roanoke Valley. When it's nice and warm outside, I love to go tubing and canoeing. During my sophomore year, I applied to be an internet communications assistant in the public relations office and quickly fell in love with my job. My boss, Whitney Anderson, has really worked closely with me to ensure that I know the ins and outs of all web communications. My favorite aspect of my job is the video production side. We produce videos just like this one. I get to be right in the middle of the production, recruiting students, sitting in on spot checks, and anything and everything that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes I even fill in to be a part of the video. I don't want it on camera. The best part is when all the hard work is done and being able to see the final product. It's the most rewarding feeling. We found the equipment that would help produce and increase your productivity. This summer, I was able to apply the skills I gained in the classroom by participating in the Roanoke College Innovation Challenge. My team and I created a business plan for a local lady who makes chicken pies out of her basement. We were able to make pies with Lisa and work with her one-on-one to ensure that we were building the business plan of her dreams. We worked round the clock, constantly researching ways to improve her kitchen, whether it was making the process more efficient or reducing her production time. It's extremely important from a business point because it allowed me to see all aspects of a business and how to put it together and how it all comes together in the very end. With the help and the guidance of our program directors, Dr. Mike Smith and Dr. Kevin Baker, at the end of the program, we were able to present our final business plan to real-life investors. I feel like I can tackle any obstacles that come my way. I'm excited for my future. Get involved, meet as many people as possible, but most importantly, have fun. The next 4 years are going to be the hardest, most important, but most enjoyable time of your life. Take advantage of it.
Roanoke College, timeless and true, smart and solid, practical and professional, making discoveries about yesterday, creating visions for tomorrow, lifted by a winning college spirit, forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College, classic for tomorrow.
And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you as the Maroons trail 39-26 to Randolph-Macon, coming in at 30th in the D3Hoops.com poll this week. Virginia Wesleyan ranked 5th in the nation. Looking at the conference standings, the Marlins at 7-1 lead the ODAC. Randolph-Macon right behind them at 8-2. Hampton-Sydney at 7-2. Guilford 7-2. And Lynchburg 6-4 under the guidance of Hillary Scott, former All-American here at Roanoke College. And then after that, we get into below 500 records for the bottom 6 teams in the league. So a real split between the upper and lower tiers of the ODAC this season.
If I'm Roanoke, I'm encouraged coming in the second half. You got your starters back on the floor. You've shown that you can play with this team.
Maroons left to right in the second half. Amponsah right side outside 3. Drives to the middle and throws it away, trying to hit Singleton in the corner, and then Humphreys picks up a cheap foul in backcourt, his first.
And the story continues there. Turnovers. Another one just 15 seconds into the second half.
Simon gets a screen, kick it out. Desgain, a long 3 from the right side. Got it over Kessler.
He was deep that time, so just what Roanoke didn't need. Randolph-Macon executed to perfection. The stop on their end and then a 3. Put the lead out to 16.
Desgain with 9. Kessler drives the baseline. Pull back, jumper is good. Wow, that's an off-balance shot. That's tough.
Nice individual play that time, but that's the way he shoots, Rick. That's the way he rolls.
Yep. 42-28.
I blocked that one.
And Cole with the follow, blocked by Eco. Singleton with the loose ball.
Well, it could have been called for the walk.
The other end, Krosky cuts off. Amponsah goes down low to Eco. Jump hook off the window and in. That's a nice play right there.
2 quick baskets. That's a lead to 12, 42-30.
18:43 to play in the game. Krosky out high right. Down low to Desgain. Bounce it inside to Cole against Eco. He's going to come to the middle, turn to the baseline. Eco blocks the shot, and Kessler has the loose ball. Did a good job of not coming through with the arm on that. He would have gotten called for a foul. They go to Singleton in the left block against Jiggets. Backs his way in, goes to the jump hook, misses. Followed by Eco on the opposite side. Counted in the foul.
time, and you see Logan Singleton posted himself up big and drew the extra defender. Allowed Daniel Echo to come over the backside and clean up that backside rebound.
So Eco back to the free throw line. Daniel 1 for 2. 5 points in the game. Can make it single-digit deficit, and he swishes the free throw. 2 for 3 from the line for him. Roanoke down within 9. We played less than 2 minutes and a half. Badger has it stolen by Imponsa. Quasi ahead of the field, all the way to the rim, throws it down.
Nice dunk. He'd had one of those on Saturday against Bridgewater. Roanoke now has cut the lead to 7.
And momentum clearly on the Maroons side right here. Badger into the offensive end, moving right to left. Now Desgain in the corner, left side.
Nico doing a good job.
Jiggets around Singleton, caught at the elbow. Badger dumps underneath for Cole, and he will throw it in and one. 3 Maroons hacking him on the arm.
Kind of a momentum stopper right there, Rick. Chance now to push the lead back to 10.
And Singleton gets his 3rd foul with just over 2 minutes gone by.
Page is quick. Hamilton off the bench.
Free throw no good. Rebound Macon. Krosky a 3 from the top. Yes.
That's the second time, Rick, that they have failed to convert on a rebound off of a missed free throw, and it's cost them both times. One with a 3, that one with a 3, the other one was just a 2.
And just like that, Roanoke trails by 12 after having it cut it to 7, and now Humphreys throws it away. At the other end, jumper missed by Badger. 4 Maroons around the ball. Humphreys out front, gets a screen, good hedge, and Badger reaches in and gets called for the foul on Humphreys. Nice job by the Macon defense cutting off the drive off the ball screen. It's just the first on Badger, second on the team. So Roanoke will inbound on the far sideline. Hamilton has come in for Singleton. Hamilton playing with 3 personal fouls. Humphreys goes to Kessler left side, drives on the defense underneath. Reverse layup, no. Rebound picked off by Jiggets. Krosky open for 3, right side over Humphreys, short. Rebound, Kessler way up in the air to clear. Here's Imponsa down the right side. Stops, pops, 3 off left. Eco fumbles the rebound out of bounds.
It's not a bad shot for Roanoke in transition that time. Quasi's been shooting the ball extremely well. Just nobody underneath the basket to rebound.
Shooting 49% from beyond the arc this year. 47-35 Jackets, 16:33 left. Badger working on Humphreys out front. Gets a screen. Humphreys drops behind. Now it's Jiggets, catch, shoot, jumper, good. 18-footer over Hamilton.
No hesitation that time by Jiggets.
He's got 11 to lead his ball club. Imponsa drives right baseline, gets to the rim, no, but he'll go to the line. And is he all right? He's rolling over like he's hurt.
Well, he hit hard. You heard kind of the bone against the floor of it. He's just trying to catch his breath here a little bit. He looks like he wants to get up now.
Yep, he does. Bent over at the waist still. Kind of limping as he goes to the free throw line.
Hip in the back, I think, is what took the brunt of that fall.
49-35, Randolph-Macon with the lead. 16:13 to go in the ball game. Imponsa back to the free throw line. 3 of 4 so far tonight. Perfect on the first one. Looks like he's okay. That one won't hurt until tomorrow. Second free throw, long. Eco can't quite grab the rebound. Jiggets does. Badger looking to push. Roanoke is back 4-on-4. Robinson on the floor, can't shake Kessler. Jiggets driving on Eco, out to Krosky. Nice closeout by Humphreys. Krosky gets a screen, give it over left side. Badger nails an 18-foot jumper from the left side. His second basket of the game, he's got 5 points, averaging just 3. 51-36. Eco pops out right side. Gives off to Humphreys. Kessler on the baseline, drives, triple team, throws it away again. Roanoke with turnover number 17. Quickly at the other end, trying to find Krosky in the left corner for three, and he can't handle the pass. So Macon commits their 7th turnover and gives the ball back to the Maroons. Eco comes out. Singleton returns, and we have a 30-second timeout taken. And they're going to switch that to a full. They're going to, no, I believe this is a 30-second timeout taken by Paige Moyer.
Yeah, I think, down 15 right here, 51-36. I mean, it's been kind of an even second half. But, the story of the game, story of the season just continues to be the turnovers. I mean, it's the empty possessions, Rick. It's the times when you come down the floor, you don't even have a chance to get the ball in the hole. And, Roanoke is moving their offense. But I think sometimes they just try to make that pass is just a little bit too hard. I mean, you'd think that they would just try to wait until somebody cleared and got open. And, I think, they've proven that when they work their offense. And, but a couple times in the first half, they took it way down into the shot clock, and it made it a little bit tougher to get that shot off of the bounce. They're going to have to do something now. Urgency is starting to fit in. You'd say a point a minute, down 15 with 15 to go.
Roanoke, on average, 4 more turnovers than their opponent. They go to Singleton in the left post. Comes strong to the middle and lays it in as he got around Jiggets. There used the link very well.
All right, and they've got that available to them. He can post up and get that just about whenever he wants.
Simon in the left block against Hamilton, going baseline, shoots over him and scores. Nice power move to the goal. Simon with 4. 53-38. Imponsah drives and rejected out of bounds by Simon as he pulls up on the baseline. Good help defense by the Yellow Jackets.
Simon was high enough. It looked like he could almost just grab that one.
Ramirez comes in and Humphreys will go out. 53-38 Maroons, trailing Randolph-Macon. Under 15 left in the ballgame. Right baseline, Roanoke inbounds to Singleton. Hand to Imponsah, comes to the middle, kick it out. Hamilton from 17 feet, yes.
Got that one in the rhythm. They do a good job off the inbounds underneath. That's the thing that they do best, this team.
Underneath, wide open. Kessler blocks the dunk attempt from behind by Simon, but clobbers him as Roanoke did not see the Yellow Jacket player on the backside.
Well, you don't mind that foul. I mean, he's going to earn him from the free throw line. Kessler almost did a good job in capping that ball, but just couldn't control his body enough to not be called for the foul.
So Simon goes to the free throw line for the first time this evening.
Real unusual release on the ball. He kind of cups it a little bit.
Makes the first free throw, shooting under 60% this year. Kessler will come out.
Twist the ball a little bit. He kind of has the hand over top of it.
Second free throw is good.
In free throw shooting, you can do them underhanded. You can shoot them one-handed, as long as you do the same thing every time.
So Simon with 6, lead back to 15. Imponsah out top against Robinson. Now it's Ramirez on the left side. Didn't want to go left. Walker was giving him the drive to the left side. Hamilton at the foul line, leans in, falls over, loses the ball. Quickly, Macon pushing the other way. Desgain a 3 in transition, no, and it hits the support of the basket. These baskets supported from the ceiling, and the high rebound connects with the cable, and Roanoke gets the ball on the dead ball rebound.
Like Duke, but they go straight up here.
Imponsah drives, shoots, misses, but he'll get the foul. And they give that to Robinson, it looks like. His second.
Clay Lacey off the bench. Check into the game.
Either for Singleton or Hamilton, we'll see. Imponsah, hands on hips, jaw open. He's getting a little tired out there. 1 for 2, last 2 times he's been to the line. Misses the front end here. Four for 7 for Quasi. Hamilton goes out. Nets the second. 55-41, under 14 minutes to play. as Randolph Macon brings Holmes into the ball game. Simon in the right post, spinning on Lacey, ducks underneath, scoop shot, no, rebound loose. Lacey with a one-handed snatch, gives it off to Ramirez.
Logan should post up inside, see if they can get it to him one more time.
Yeah, they do. They find him, turn around from 15, yes!
Well, you're going to have him touching the ball every time. He's starting to feel it a little bit. You can see calling for the ball.
Walker bouncing it down low to Holmes against Singleton. Out top, left side, Robinson. Lacey fronting Simon in the block. And back cutting is Desgain. Ramirez will knock the ball into the stands. Cole and Sullivan come in for Randolph Macon. And we have a timeout called with 13:23 remaining. 55-43, Randolph Macon with the lead and the ball when we come back on ESPN Radio.
I'm hungry.
How about we play some billiards?
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
And welcome back. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin rejoining you. Roanoke shooting better in the ball game. They're now 15 of 32 as a half-court shot is made.
And he almost made the first one. The second one was online, just caught the bottom of the net, and then the last one in. It looked like the lady on the Virginia Lottery commercial where she makes 5 in a row. He almost did it.
Did you hear what the prize was?
I don't know. Maybe it's a $100 gift card.
I don't know, but he's running out of the building with it, whatever it is.
Yeah, nobody's going to catch him. He's a designated shooter.
Yeah. Page might want to give him a look. 55-43 with 13:23 to play. He's actually over there running the camera for us for the game film. Roanoke's working man-to-man this entire half. Barrett on for Roanoke along with Vulovic, joining Lacey, Ramirez, and Singleton. Sullivan with the ball high on the right side. Around Barrett. Gets a lane. Singleton helps. Kick it over to Desgain, and buzzer sounds. Shot clock violation, so good pressure by the Maroons, and it turns the ball over.
Well, started with Ramirez out front, making it hard to get the penetration, and then by the time they swung it backside, time had expired.
So Ramirez jogs it across the timeline. Roanoke left to right in the second half. Down by 12. Vulovic behind the back, can't get loose. Barrett takes a long three from the top and rattles it in. That is the flattest shot on record, and he gets it to go. Barrett now with 7. At the other end, Connor Sullivan misses a 3, and Lacey can't control the rebound. Desgain has it. Sullivan fakes the 3, drives in the middle, put it up. No, but he'll go to the line. That's Lacey picking up his 3rd personal. So Lacey and Singleton each with 3 personals for the Maroons, along with Hamilton. And Sullivan with a pair, misses off right.
Again, just not expected from this Randolph-Macon team. I know that they haven't made them this year, but it's just unusual for us to see, Rick.
Yep, Sullivan is 76% free throw shooter. Drains the second one. So that's his first point of the game. 56-46, a 10-point contest. Roanoke had it down to 9. Chance to make it an even smaller margin here. Nearly throwing it away is Singleton. Here's Ramirez. Back to Singleton. Takes a 3 from out front. Off rebound, Desgain. Good box out by the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Walker pushing at the other end. Sullivan, short jumper off the catch is no good. And there's Vulovic to claim the rebound. Give to Ramirez. 2 on 4. He'll slow it down. Now Vulovic driving right side. Nearly walks with the ball. Ducks underneath. Puts it up and gets the ball stuck between the basket and the backboard. And there's a case where there's no rush. Kick the ball back out.
Panicked just a little bit. He did a nice job getting himself free underneath, and had he just put it up a little bit higher on the box, that would have been a nice layup.
We cracked 12 minutes to play in the game.
It's about these soft balls and the rims. We saw it twice in the women's game where the ball got stuck in the last game. And
Walker
Ramirez
drives, dishes to Cole, bangs into Singleton, misses the shot, and Logan Singleton now has 4 personal fouls.
Ramirez got hit right in the face that time, and the official doesn't see it.
They called 35, but Hamilton's not on the floor. That has to be Singleton. Eco going to come in for him. Amponsa going to check back in. Cole to the free throw line, where he makes the first.
I don't expect Singleton to be on the bench very long. I mean, they're going to probably try to milk a couple minutes out of him, but I expect him back in there very quickly.
Cole with the second opportunity, makes them both here.
Ethan Humphreys back into the game.
Yeah.
Wazzy.
2 for 5 on the game as Humphreys throws it away again. Got caught up in the air. How many times have we seen that? Maroon players getting caught up in the air, throwing the ball away. 58-46. Back to a 12-point edge as Jiggets pulls up on the move left side and rattles in a short jumper.
It's amazing how many times those turnovers lead to points.
Jiggets with 11, matching Des Gain for Randolph-Macon. 60-46. Roanoke had it down to 9. Barrett, off-balance jumper, air ball, may have been partially blocked. Here come the Jackets. Humphreys, the only player back. No look pass for the layup for, is that Simon? No, it's Jiggets. Nice look by Badger. Jiggets with 13.
Looking tired on the floor. Randolph-Macon had 5 players against Roanoke's 1.
Matching the largest lead of the ball game. 16 points. Amponsa, left side, catch, shoot, and score. 12-foot jumper from Amponsa. 17 points, 1 shy of his season average. 62-48, 10.5 left. Jiggets out front. Lacey has him. Des Gain driving on Barrett over to Jiggets. Gets away from Lacey with a pump fake and a step to the side dribble and drains the shot.
Well, he's really not being contested on those shots, Rick. I mean, he has enough ability with his dribble and with his speed to kind of free himself up enough.
Amponsa, a runner from the left side. It's too hard off the window. Goes out of bounds to Randolph-Macon. They say it's off Eco. Things slipping away a little bit here. Hamilton comes in for Lacey. So it's Humphreys, Barrett, Hamilton, Amponsa, and Eco for Roanoke. Badger, Jiggets, Sullivan, Robinson, and Krosky for Randolph-Macon. No, not, that's Cole out there, not Sullivan. Jiggets with the ball left side against Hamilton. Can't get free. They reverse it right side for Badger. Badger gets a screen. Hamilton switches out. Badger, foul line jumper, bangs off the back of the rim. And we've got a foul called. It's going to go against Eco. His second.
It's a 16 foul on the Maroons. Macon maintains possession.
Right baseline. Jiggets inbounding. Fresh 35, under 10 minutes to play. Robinson over on the left wing, outside 3. Out front for Krosky, knocked away, stolen by Barrett. Macon back on D. Roanoke will set the half-court offense.
And Amponsa, he just couldn't turn around fast enough to be able to see him.
Quasi with the ball left side for Eco, going to the basket. Layup, no good, but foul called on Badger. Blocking foul called by Jason Page. Nice job as the double team came to the ball. Was that Hamilton?
Hamilton, yes.
With the nice pass inside. Badger picks up the personal foul, his 3rd.
Daniel upset with himself missing the first.
2 for 3 on the game for Eco, or 2 for 4 now. 3 fouls on Badger. And cans the second one. 64-49. Macon led by 13 at the break. Cole can't get the shot. Out to Krosky, left corner for an open 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Krosky has 3 buckets. They're all threes.
Roanoke gambled that time. 3 men diving into the ball, forced the pass back out.
18-point deficit as Cole body checks Humphreys and picks up his 3rd foul. Not yet in the bonus.
I think you got to go back to Singleton very quickly here. You got to get some scores on the floor.
Cole and Robinson each with us. Check that. That is Badger and Cole each with 3 fouls for Macon. Barrett's going to take another 3 from the right side, well short. Ball's loose. Jiggets has it. Here's Badger looking to run. 4-on-4. Out it comes to Jiggets. Fakes the shot. Gets around Hamilton into the lane. Out top to Robinson around Amponsah. Double clutch jumper off the mark. Rebound taken down by Humphreys, and they're going to call Jiggets for the personal foul. That'll be a 1-and-1 at the other end. Unfortunately for Roanoke College, Ethan Humphreys shooting 13% from the free throw line, 2 of 15 this year.
I watched him make him in the gym, Rick. I shot with him in alumni. I know he can knock him in.
One and one, Humphreys, first one, long. Rebound, Jiggets. Badger coming the other way. Cole trying to post against Eco left side, and we've got a whistle inside. Eco's going to get called for the foul by Jason Page. His 3rd.
The Yellow Jackets.
8:20 remaining. Each team with 17 fouls. Cole with the 1-and-1 here. 2 for 5 from the stripe for him on the game. Singleton comes back in with the 4 fouls, and Eco goes out. Cole with the first. Front end, perfect. He swished the last 3 after missing the first 3.
He's not the presence that Randolph-Macon has had in there in years past, but he's doing a solid job tonight.
Misses the next one. Rebound, Jiggets. Roanoke giving up another offensive board at the foul line. Krosky, right side 3, yes!
And it's just hard to explain, Rick. I mean, 3 times now, led to 8 points off of missed free throws.
Amponsah dribbling in traffic. Give it over to Singleton in the left corner. He's going to drive and get fouled by Cole, who picks up his 4th. And Singleton will get the 1-and-1. Holmes in for Cole. Logan from the free throw line this year at 79%. Nets the first. Singleton with just 7 points on the ball game, averaging 16. Cans the second one also. 20-point lead for Randolph-Macon. Badger drives right over Humphreys, spins in a layup. 7 for Badger, doubling up his season average. Amponsah driving left side, double teamed in the corner, looking for help. Goes to Humphreys, saves it out top, stolen away by Badger. Badger down the floor, gives it up, and an easy 2 for Robinson. Nice job of drawing Hamilton, the lone defender. Robinson with 6. Macon running away with this one now. Amponsah takes a foul line jumper, partially blocked by Robinson. Jiggets clears. Jiggets thinks about it and takes a 3 from the left side and swishes it. They're feeling it now.
They just caught fire here.
Jiggets with 18 points.
Nothing really that Roanoke can do about it.
Amponsah looks to drive. Blocking foul called on Robinson. That's his 3rd. Amponsah with the 1-and-1. 6:59 remaining. 78-51. Randolph-Macon has blown this thing wide open. And we have a timeout called. 6:59 to play, 78-51. Macon with the basketball. Roanoke on the line when we come back in 30 on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College, timeless and true, smart and solid, practical and professional, making discoveries about yesterday, creating visions for tomorrow, lifted by a winning college spirit, forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College, classic for tomorrow.
With you as Jerry, the Maroons shooting the ball much better, shooting 43% for the game. Randolph-Macon, however, a very fine 53% themselves. But the story of the game is Randolph-Macon's gotten a lot of opportunities because Roanoke has committed 20 turnovers.
Right, I mean, they're 31 for 58 versus 17 for 40, so they've had 14 more shots. Yeah, that's not too hard to do the math. It's 14 extra shots, and they're up by 27.
Macon with just 9 miscues, 9 turnovers. Also credit Randolph-Macon with sharing the ball. They've got, on those 31 baskets, they've got 16 assists, and it's very solid, 50%.
Right, anytime you have, and a lot of that's been in the transition game. They've been able to get out, get some easy points in transition. They do a great job with their spacing and making themselves available on the break.
1-1 for Ampun Sa. 17 points tonight. Sticks the first free throw. 27 points against Bridgewater this past Saturday. 10 of 16 shooting, was 5 of 6 from three-point range. Doesn't touch the rim on either free throw. And he will get a breather. Vulovic comes in. Kessler on also for Roanoke. Barrett's out. Walker handles things out front at the point guard position now as Badger's getting a breather. Kessler drops behind a screen covering Robinson with the ball. Gives to Sullivan. Can't get the corner. Out top, Holmes bricks the three from the top of the key. Rebound to Kessler. Vulovic down low for Singleton. Stolen away by Simon. Outlet pass. Sullivan to the basket. Eco with the foul. Count it. And the freshman reaching in over the top picks up the personal foul. That'll be his fourth with 6:31 to go. And Sullivan will have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That ball was first released. It looked like he had led him too far, but he actually led him toward the sideline, and that created a little bit better angle when he went to the basket.
Free throw no good. There's Eco to snatch the board with authority. A little angry about that last call, I think, the last play. 80-53. Roanoke's next ball game Saturday evening as Kessler knifes to the basket right side. Can't get the shot, but will go to the line on the layup attempt.
It's just those little things, Rick. I mean, just like that play right there, Kessler at the other end, Randolph-Macon able to convert the basket and have a shot at the basket. Now Roanoke not able to convert and has to make them from the line.
Kessler 0 for 1 today. Bangs the second one long, or his second opportunity long. Game up at Harrisonburg starts at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:45 with the pregame show. Hope you will join us for the next episode in this season for the Maroons. Kessler, second shot, short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Maroons. Eco and Singleton both in there fighting for the board. Kessler now 0 for 3 from the line. Roanoke at 67%, 18 of 27 as a team. Left baseline, Ramirez. Out top it goes to Vulovic.
Time getting a handle on it now. Kessler has set the offense.
Eco and Singleton trying to work a little high roll, screen roll, throw it away. Here comes Walker the other direction. Left side, Robinson open from 3. Lefty misses the shot, rebound loose. Singleton has it, Eco kept it alive nicely. Kessler with the basketball top of the key. Now it's Vulovic driving. Great help defense on the baseline. skip it over to Ramirez right side. Out to Singleton for three. No, short. Ramirez fights to get the rebound. On the long rebound, down low to Singleton, left side. Turns, ducks, shot, blocked from behind by Simon. Eco picks it up and he gets fouled as he goes to the hole. Logan double team front and back that time. Sullivan gets his second personal foul. Double bump, well, it's 2 shots because he was in the act of shooting. Went going to come in for the Maroons, as is Lacey.
Like the NBA from now on out. I mean, a free throw in the NBA is always 2 shots. It used to be 3 to make 2.
Remember those days.
Dr. J needed all of them.
Eco in and out on the free throw. Singleton goes to the bench. Lacey comes in, and Went's going to come in for Eco if he makes this free throw. Shot on the way, yes. So he will head to the bench. Daniel on the ball game, 7 points. As Walker drives, dishes into the corner for Sullivan on the right side. Robinson fakes the 3 out front. 5:13 to play in the game, 80-54 our score. Macon has not trailed in the ball game. Walker, that's Robinson driving middle. Pass knocked away by Ramirez, controlled by the Yellow Jackets. 7 seconds to shoot. Walker in the middle, pull-up jumper from the foul line, rims out. Went takes the rebound away from Kessler. Ramirez out front. Down low for Went. He is fouled as he goes to the basket. A little high-low work by the Maroons. Went setting the screen up front, rolling to the basket. Robinson gets his 4th. And Went toes the stripe. 4 for 8 from the line. Make it 5 for 9 as he notches the first one.
Backer into the game for Vulovic.
Thacker wearing the black calves, black crew sock there. I don't see that often. Everybody else with white. Went gets them both.
Started by the Fab 5.
Yep, 80-56. And we're still wearing those long shorts. Went kicks the pass going inside to Holmes.
See, I disagree with that call there, Rick. I mean, it was a bounce pass that hit the guy's foot. It wasn't an intentional kick, or it wasn't a kick.
Well, he was turning baseline from up at the foul line, so he was pivoting in that direction.
So when it hits off of someone's foot, I think it should be a loose ball. I'll have to get an interpretation of that from an official.
Inbounds play. Sullivan out front now. Walker against Ramirez. Roanoke has not really played the 2-3 zone tonight. Pass to Holmes, in and out of his hands, collected by Ramirez. Roanoke on the attack, moving left to right. Ramirez down the middle, feeds inside for Went, no look pass. And ball's lost. Ramirez picks it up, lost by Walker, who's tripped over somebody's foot, and then Ramirez threw it away. So Roanoke more turnovers. They continue to mount. 23 and counting. Holmes out front. Going to hand it off to Jackson. Macon content to run clock at every possession here. Just trying to salt this one away. Under 10 to shoot. Jackson out front will take an 18-footer long. Ramirez will track down the loose ball with 3.5 minutes left. Maroons down by 24. Barrett Hunter, number 12, has come in. Misses a jump shot on the move, right baseline. He'll go to the line for a couple. So he got banged. As both coaches now are emptying the benches.
And Holmes looks like another big project for Randolph-Macon. Looks the part.
Yeah, big, thick, strong-looking body as Hunter hits his free throw.
There's a lot of Braxton kid that they had in there for a bunch of years.
Yeah, Justin Wansley before that, who was an outstanding player. They've had a few really fine post players in Randolph-Macon in the tenure that my tenure here doing the ball games. Second free throw also good. And a steal at the other end. Roanoke now with the basketball. Shorter went Hunter, Thacker, and I believe we've got Tyler Akers, number 23, on also. Akers with the ball out front. Shorter, top of the key. And has his pass nearly stolen away, trying to find Thacker, left side. Under 3 minutes to play. Akers, a three from the top, bangs it hard off the backboard. Rebound Sullivan.
I like the fact that he followed his shot. He missed it. He was fighting for the rebound.
Chris Hamilton, number 30, has come in for Macon, has the ball taken away and gets it back.
Shorter deflected it again.
And his next pass deflected, picked up by the Maroons. Shorter, open, three, left side, air ball. And we've got a foul on the rebound. 2:18 left. And they'll give Akers the personal foul. We'll go to the other end for free throws. Don't want to stop the clock at this point. Maroon's going to drop on the season.
We've talked about it in a few of the other games, Rick. I mean, just a play here and there. I mean, it was tied at one point. It was a 13-point game at half. It was 11. They hit the shot at the end of the half and cut it to 7 in the second half. And then just out of nowhere, 14 or 15 straight points by the Yellow Jackets just gets this game at a point where they're not able to fight back.
Maroon's going to drop to 5-13 and 1-8 in ODAC play as Sullivan gets them both. 2:15 and counting, 82-58. Macon with the advantage. They go inside to Wendt, can't handle the bullet pass from Akers from the top. Crowd making some noise early in the second half when Roanoke cut the lead to 7. But sitting on their hands for much of the second half. Walker will drive, dish. Hamilton three from the left corner. Bingo! So Hamilton's in the scorebook, 85-58. Under 2 minutes left. Hunter will take a three from out front. Misses to the left. Rebounded by Sullivan. Randolph-Macon as Hamilton misses another three from the left corner. Ball's tipped out near midcourt. Roanoke with the possession. Here comes Hunter on the fast break. Lays it up and in. Walk on at Tulsa. Transferred to the Maroons.
A long time between baskets for the Maroons that time. Really worked hard for it.
Hunter with 4. And Randolph-Macon doing some more substituting, bringing in Kyle King, number 5. Roanoke going to show some full court pressure here with 1:22 to play, down by 25. Thacker trying to take it away from Sullivan in backcourt.
Draft product.
King just came on, takes a three and misses it badly. Sullivan bangs into Wendt, who will get called for the block with 1:03 to play.
To the line to shoot two.
Wendt picks up the personal foul, and Sullivan returns to the line.
Misses the first.
1:03 remaining in the ball game. Randolph-Macon continuing a fine campaign. They're going to move to 16-3 overall and 9-2 in the conference. In second place, Wesleyan with just 1 loss. Missed free throw. 1 minute to play. Akers fakes a 3 on the left side in traffic. Short jumper, no good. And Went pokes it out of bounds. Hunter Fromang has come in, number 32, as I believe every player has now played for both teams. 51 ticks to go. Maroons have played better on the road than at home this year, and unfortunately that continued tonight.
Randolph Macon is taking some time off the clock here. 22 left on the shot clock.
Jackson over in the left corner for Hamilton. 15 to shoot. They go inside to Fromang, and he makes the layup.
And around the rim twice.
I've got everybody but King and Jackson scoring for the Yellow Jackets in the game, as we have 19 seconds to go as the ball goes out of bounds. Roanoke will control it. Coach Moyer's wife and daughter across the way in their usual spots here, not looking very happy, as you would imagine. Inbounds to Akers, wide open, shot off the glass and smacked away. Goaltending called. I think that's Jackson.
The ball looked like it was almost underneath the rim when he blocked it, but it already hit the backboard and probably going to go in.
15 seconds to play. Macon content now just to run the clock out. Thacker going for the steal, going to force him to play. 3 seconds. Buzzer, ball game. Jordan Thacker having some words with one of the Macon players. I think just discouraged, frustration showing. Final score, 87-62. Randolph-Macon defeats Roanoke College. We'll take this break, be back with our post-game show. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you as the Maroons fall to the Yellow Jackets 87-62. Roanoke drops to 5-13 on the year, 1-8 in conference action. Randolph-Macon improves to 16-3 and 9-2. Looking at the numbers from the ball game, starting with the victors from Ashland, Virginia, leading the way with 20 points on 8 of 10 from the field, 1 for 1 from beyond the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lamar Jiggets, who also had 12 rebounds, 5 of them at the offensive end, so a nice double-double in 24 minutes of play, by the way. Only 24 minutes of play. The only other player in double figures for Randolph-Macon, Calvin Krosky, was 4 of 6 from three-point range, had 12 points. And then we go into single digits. 9 points for Dylan Cole, getting the start tonight, along with 6 rebounds. Also with 9, Adam Desgain, just 1 of 3 from beyond the arc for the marksman from downtown. 8 points for Jamie Robinson off the bench. And 7 points for Marcus Badger. 9 assists and only 1 turnover, along with 3 steals for the freshman point guard for the Yellow Jackets. 6 points for Andre Simon. 5 for Connor Sullivan, 4 points for Trent Walker, 3 for Chris Hamilton, Hunter Fromang and Hakeem Holmes, each with a field goal for the total of 87. On the Maroon side of things, Kwasi Amponsah matches his season average +1 as he scores 19 points on 6 of 12 shooting, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Then for the Maroons, we drop down to 8 points for Daniel Eco, getting the start once again tonight, 2 of 6 shooting, however, for Eco. Did have 9 rebounds on the ball game as the freshman continues to improve as he gets more playing time. That is a career high in rebounds for Eco tonight. And 8 points for Logan Singleton, shot just 3 of 10, missed both of his three-point attempts on the evening. 7 points for Zach Barrett off the bench, 3 of 5 shooting for Barrett. And then we take it to 4 points and 4 rebounds for Adam Kessler. 4 points for Barrett Hunter, and also for Jack Hamilton. Hamilton played limited minutes tonight because of foul problems. And with 2 points, Stefan Vulovic, Tyler Akers, Clay Lacey, and Alexander Wendt for the total of 62. And Jerry, team numbers?
Team numbers, kind of a repeat performance in the second half by the Randolph-Macon Yellow Jackets. They go 34 of 67 for the game, shoot over 50% against the Maroons. They're 7 for 16 from beyond the arc, 12 of 23 from the free throw line. They really came back and shot well in the second half from the line. 36 rebounds. They had 17 assists to 13 turnovers, a great turnover to assist ratio. And they had 16 steals. I can't remember on a stat sheet when I've seen 16 steals from a team, but they came up with that many tonight against the Maroons. Roanoke in the second half shoots 11 of 27 in the second half, 19 of 48 for the game for 39%. 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. They really just couldn't free their shooters up. Every time they got a shot out from three-point line, it was somebody defending out or closing out on them. They were 23 of 33 from the free throw line. Really did a good job there. 37 total rebounds. They had 7 assists to 24 turnovers, which I think was the big turning point of the game. Is just that continued additional shots that they got, 3 blocks and 7 steals.
All right, and right now we're going to bring in the Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer, who has joined us up in the press box as we get him mic'd up. And Coach, we talked about it in the pregame. The thing you needed to correct, the number one thing was the turnover issue. Certainly shot free throws better this game than Saturday, but
not much.
Well, but turnovers are really hurt you.
They did, and again, you turn it over 24 times. They get 20 more shots than you do, and that's the story of the game. I mean, at halftime, they had taken 33 shots. We had 21, and it's not like you can pick a piece of cancer out and it be done. You got one guy with 4, one guy with 3, another guy with 3, another guy with 3, another guy with 4. It's not the same guy. Their heart's in the right place, trying to make young plays. We're all playing like freshmen too much, and it's disappointing. We work on this every day. We're going to start working on it again at 7:30 tomorrow morning, and we'll keep hammering away at it. But I'm disappointed that we can't get stuff we've done in practice and get it onto the game floor. It's disappointing.
Yeah, one bright spot for you tonight. Daniel Eco, a career-high 9 boards.
Daniel, Kwasi did a lot of good things, tried to force a few things late. Daniel, you're going to get a really good effort out of him every time. Zach Barrett gave us a good look. Zach Barrett played one of his best games, and he got back in the flow a little bit. But other than that, looks like when we got down, we're going through the motions, and some guys didn't play as well as we needed to play against them.
Yeah.
Another positive, got to see the minister when I was in college. He's a Randolph Macon guy, Dr. Carl Douglas. So I got to see him tonight. Even though I wish he'd seen us have a better performance, he's a Randolph Macon guy. So I took a couple positives away from tonight.
All right. Well, now you get an opportunity to go back on the road where actually, as we talked about in pregame, the team has for some reason played better.
Yeah.
So now you go up to Eastern Mennonite, a team that's regrouping a little bit themselves.
They are, but they're starting to play better. They picked it up. They beat Randolph by 3 last weekend, and they are a very young team like us. They're an up-tempo team. They've lost some close games. They lost buzzer beaters to Randolph-Macon, so I know we'll have our work cut out for us. And they're a team that's going to press us. I think we like to play that style. We just can't play silly when we do it. We don't mind pushing it up, but and we get in the half court, and you know, it makes me almost want to think about Grinnelling it, because at least we'll get a shot up before we turn the ball over. And I feel bad for my guys. Their heart's in the right place. I know they want to do the right thing, but, you know, yeah, I don't want to pick out anybody, but just watching some of the passes, just throwing up there, hoping it gets the guy. And you can't hope. You got to make plays. You can't hope shots. You got to make shots. That's what we tell our guys every day. And you know, we're not doing it consistently. And this is disappointing. We played pretty good basketball in most of our losses. And you know, I don't like just being down 20 and 25 like we were tonight, and just letting it go like that.
Well, 10 minutes to play in the first half. It was tied at 17. In the second half, you guys cut it to 7.
Yeah, I mean, we cut it to 7, and then I think we're on a foul line. We don't get a box out. Boom, they hit a 3, and there we go. And that's a mistake that we try to correct in practice. And again, one guy takes that play off and doesn't get low enough to move his man out, and boom, where we think we're in good shape, we're down 10. And they had a missed free throw, so we had the ball down 7 basically before giving that rebound up.
Yeah. Well, the Maroons will regroup and be on the road at Eastern Mennonite on Saturday evening, and we appreciate your stopping by. Hope for better things to come as we head down the stretch in ODAC play.
We're going to come in at 7:30 tomorrow morning, try to figure this out. We're going to hammer away at it. The only one way to do it is to jump back in the saddle and give it your best. All
right, we appreciate you taking time to talk with us. Know you want to get back down to the team. Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer will take this final 30-second break and be back to wrap things up from the Bass Center as Roanoke falls 87-62 to Randolph-Macon. We're back in a moment on ESPN Radio. Welcome back. Rick Seidel rejoining you from the Bass Center as Roanoke falls 87-62 to Randolph-Macon. The Maroons now 5-13 on the year overall. They are 1-8 in ODAC play. Randolph-Macon improves to 16-3 and 9-2 in conference action. Roanoke's next ball game Saturday evening up in Harrisonburg at Eastern Mennonite. We'll be on the air at 6:45. Tip-off slated for 7 p.m. As we head out, some folks we need to thank. First of all, on the Roanoke side of things, Sports Information Director Brad Moore, Head Coach Paige Moyer. From Randolph-Macon, Sports Information Director Chris Kilcoyne, Head Coach Nathan Davis. Our color commentary this evening provided by Mr. Jerry Austin, and Ashley Scammerhorn produced the ball game this evening. On behalf of the entire ESPN broadcast team, this is Rick Seidel, hoping you've enjoyed listening to Roanoke College basketball. Until Saturday night, take care, everybody. Bye now.
You've been listening to Roanoke College